What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and today we are back on some Ark Survival Evolved, because I am going to be showing you how you can get your hands on the new Chibi Shadowmain pet. Now, the Shadowmane is a dino in the upcoming Genesis Part 2, but they have already made a Chibi pet for it, which is really cool. But there are some things that you have to do in order to get your hands on it. So just to give you a quick look of what this thing looked like, it is right here. It's pretty cool just as a normal pet. This is miniaturized as all the Chibi pets are. This is supposed to be pretty big, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like bigger than the Thylacalio or something. I could be wrong, we haven't actually seen it yet, but they do look pretty cool. Then they come in many colors and everything, and this is like a mix between loads of things. It looks like it has got some kind of feathers, but mostly it's got scales and fins and stuff. So I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be an underwater dino and land dino, aquatic dino more than anything, because it has got paws that it can walk on land and fins and everything, so it can swim in the water. It is pretty cool, but like I said before, you have got some hoops to jump through. Now, in order to get this, you are going to have to get all the Genesis Chronicles Explorer notes. Now, if you don't know what they are, usually when you get them all, it usually gives you the skin for the tech suit. As you can see, I'm actually wearing it right now. If we just quickly put the helmet on, this is the skin for the tech suit. Now, I've already done a video on how to spawn these skins in, so if you just want the skin for the tech suit, there is a video over on my channel, so make sure you go and check it out. But if you want to get these legit and to get your hands on the new Chibi Dino down there, you're going to have to do this legit. So I'm going to be showing you how you get all the Explorer notes. I'm going to give you the coordinates, the exact locations, and if you have access to the console commands, I will also be putting the teleport coordinates or the teleport commands down in the description, so you can just teleport straight to these. Few things that you will have to get: you will have to have the season pass for Ark Survival Evolved. You do have to have that in order to get this new Chibi Dino pet. That might change in the future, but at the moment this is the only way you can get your hands on it. So one, you need to have purchased the season pass for Ark Survival Evolved. 2, you're gonna have to go to 5 different maps and get 5 different Explorer notes on those 5 different maps. So if you just work it out, 5 times 5 is 25, so you're gonna have to get 25 Explorer notes. Like I said, I will be showing you all the locations and everything to make it a bit easier for you mortals. And you will also need the HLNA right here as well. You need one of these, but I'll be talking how to get your hands on one when we get into it. So mortals, without further ado, without taking up too much time, let's get straight in to this video. So this is the first location, mortals. It is in the northwest cave, so you will have to be careful. There is going to be creatures in here that probably will attack you. Like I said before, you make sure you have this skin equipped in your offhand. This is the HLNA skin. Make sure it is in your offhand like this. Then you're just going to walk around until it activates. Like I said, there is going to be things here, but as you can see, boom, it is activating. So there you have it. Pretty cool. Location, well, the coordinates are right there. 19.7, 18.9, and on the map, as you can just see, Try and get in some light there. Where the blue arrow is, where it literally says me on the map, that is where we are. So that is the first one. Let's move on to the next one. So here we are at the next one. It is a bit dark, but like I said, as long as you got this is activated, Helena right here, she will do this scanning thing just to let you know that you basically do have it and you're in the right area. It just takes a matter of walking around, but this is an underwater cave. This is the Caverns of the Lost Hope, and like I said, it is very dark in there. You can't really light it up with any of this stuff I have. But as soon as you're in the cave and you just come to this location, I'm going to give you the coordinates. It is 48.4 and 80. I'll show you exactly on the map. It's hard to see because there's no light. There we are on the map. Let's move on to the next one. So here is the next location. It's already scanned it. Like I said, the TP coordinates will be down in the description, so if you just take those directly to where they send you to, these should pop up like automatically. It's really that easy. But there is the coordinate. It is 83 and 53.7 on the map. You can see exactly where we are. This is the lower south cave, but that is where we are on the map. So let's keep moving on. So here we are at the next location, and she is already scanning, which is very, very nice. That is our fourth patch note. This is at Carno Island. This is in the cave at Carno Island, so be ready to do some fighting. These are the exact coordinates of where it is. It's 15.385 on the map. As you can see, we're up there at Carno Island. So let's keep moving on. So here we are at the next location, and yet again she is already scanning, and boom, that is the fifth explorer note for the island map. That is all 5 for this location. So as you can see, this one should give you the boots, the Federation Exo boot skin. It should automatically go into your inventory, so don't worry about that. But like I said, that is all 5 for the island. Coordinates are 61.3, 21.3, and we are here on the map, and this is the Cavern of Lost Faith. So let's move on to the next map and the next 5 explorer notes. So here we are at Scorched Earth Moors, and this is the exact location that you will need to be in. Yet again, make sure that you have this equipped in your offhand. You will need it. If you don't have one of these in your inventory, but obviously you have the season pass, if you just die and respawn, it should come up with all the item skins that you have unlocked in Ark. So keep that in mind. If you haven't got it, you will have to die and respawn. So let's just put that in our offhand. And as we have now just put that in our offhand, we're just going to run around. Scorched Earth can be very, very dangerous, so keep that in mind as well. As you can see, I have got someone, Sabretooth, coming after me, but she has scanned, and we have got the Explorer. This has to be a high. This has to be a 145, doesn't it? So yeah, there you have it. That is the location. The coordinates are 13.9, 34.6, and on the map, this is a location. It is out in the open, so these are pretty easy to find. But let's move on. So here we are at the next location, just spawned in, and boom, straight away she's already scanned and found what we needed to. So it is right here. Coordinates are 76.9, 67.8, and if the writing goes away, I'll show you exactly where we are on the map. So we are in the lower right hand side on the map. We have got a blue arrow. There we go. So there you have it. That is the location. Yet again, this is out in the open. It's not in a cave or anything, so it's very, very easy to find. But let's move on. Next location is right here. As you can see, we just spawned on it and she's already scanning, which is very, very nice. This place can be somewhat dangerous. As you can see, we got some snakes and buzzards, vultures and stuff over here, so you might need to protect yourself. But the coordinates are 50.1, 16.8, and as you can see, we're over on the left hand side of the map right here, which is pretty cool. And you can see that is the scar right there where all the women spawn, so we are near that area as well. But let's move on to the next one. So here we are at the next location. Yet again, she is already scanning, and we've actually spawned inside a rock here. So yeah, be very careful if you want to try and get out of this. It should just spawn out and pop out like I have, but make sure you've already got a pick or something on you to break out. As you can see, the coordinates are 67.4, 38.8, and there we are on the map. Yet again, out in the open, really easy to find. So let's move on to the next one. Here we are at the next location. Yet again, it is out in the open, so it is pretty easy to find. Coordinates are 51.4, 74.6, and as you can see, there we are on the map. But that is Scorched Earth over and done with. We have found the 5 explorer notes. If you want to make sure that you have all 5, you can just go and look at your explorer notes. So obviously you go into your inventory and then you go over to your explorer notes. These are all these, but you're going to go up to the top and deselect the ones that are highlighted like so you now have nothing on screen. Then you're going to go right to the very end to this picture, click on it, and as you can see, these are the 5 explorer notes that we just got. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. That is how you know that you have all 5 explorer notes. You can do that on any of the maps that I am going to show you, just to make sure that you have them all. But let's move on to Aberration. So here we are in Aberration Mortals at the first location. So yet again, you will need the HLNA equipped in your offhand enabled to get this going as usual. If you haven't got one of these in your inventory already, you will have to die and respawn, and one should pop up in your inventory because you do need this enabled to get these explorer notes. So once you have it equipped, all you're going to do is run around for this first one. So here you have it. She has started scanning. It's not far from where we actually spawned in. It's right on the edge of this metal thing. But the coordinates, as you can see, are 15.1, 41.5, and there we are on the map as well. My fingers are kind of covering the top of the map there, but we are in the upper sections of the map. But let's move on to the next one. So here we are at the next location, Mortals. She is already scanning away right here. But the coordinates are 59.4, 33.3, and as you can see on the map, if I just put in some light right here, that is where we are on the map as well. We are next to this odd structure right here, but let's move on to the next one. Here we are at the third location, Mortals, for Aberration. As you can see, this is near the Rockwell terminal. This is at the very bottom of the Aberration map. This is near the rock drake nest or scar, where you usually come and have to collect the eggs. So yeah, this is a terminal that you usually have to come to anyway to access the boss arena. As you can see, this is what it is. And usually she has already scanned it here. So if you don't know which one you're getting, I'm going to show you quickly. If we go into the Explorer notes here, we're going to uncheck all the highlighted ones. So we got it empty. Then we're going to go to the very end and click. And this is the one you're going to be looking at. It's hashtag 13, which is the third one in Aberration.
It is amusing to realize,
and that's how it will start. It is amusing
to those future people. They recorded.
So the coordinates are 42.6, 36.8 on the map. As you can see, there we are. But let's move on to the next one. Here we are at the next location. Mortal, she has already scanned away, but the coordinates are 52.1, 68.6. Here we are on the map, and I do believe this is like supposed to be like the hidden grotto. I think it's supposed to be called this location. Not exactly sure, but as you can see, there are some dangerous things around there, as we just spotted that snake and scorpion right there. So be very, very careful. But literally in this location, and it should scan and find it. But let's move on to the last one. Here we are at the last location, mortals. So this one is pretty easy to find. It's basically near the beginning, so it's very, very easy. But the coordinates are 43.8, 12.4. Here we are on the map. Like I said, it is near one of the beginnings, so it's very, very easy to get to, and it's out in the open, and there doesn't tend to be a lot of dangerous stuff here. There's a bunch of stegos and stuff. But that is the last one for the Aberration map. Yet again, if you don't know that you have got them all, you can just go over to your Explorer notes in your inventory, get rid of the ones that are highlighted, so this one, this one, and this one, and this one, then go to the very end and highlight this one, and you should see them all here. So with Aberration out of the way, let's move on to Extinction. So here we are on Extinction at the next location. This one does seem a bit weird of a location, but you might recognize it if you have played Extinction for quite a bit. There are dangerous creatures around, so be very, very careful. But yet again, you will need the HLNA in your offhand in order to be able to get this. So you just want to equip it, and we're just going to walk around. But as you can see, there's going to be a lot of dangerous creatures here, so you do need to be very, very careful. On the map, if I just pull it up, as you can see, we are near the edge of the map, but yet again, just walk around. So here you have it. This strike is trying to come and get me, but we spawn directly under this structure here, but obviously it's on the outside. This is when it's first started scanning, so I'm going to give you coordinates of where I exactly am right now. So it is 47.3, 18.7, and here we are exactly on the map. But that is the first one down. Let's keep moving on. So here we are at the next one. There is a little box here as well, so keep that in mind. This is the Explorer note. Sometimes you get these, sometimes you don't. It's just a random thing. But that is the Explorer note. So coordinates are 19.8, 18.8, and on the map, if we get some light, as you can see, we're in the top left hand corner right there. Really, really cool. And it's near this massive structure, and this is supposed to be the fallen tower, so it's in this direction, this area right here. So let's move on to the next one. Here we are at the next location, mortals. This one is out in the open and it can be very, very easy to find because, as you can see, we're basically in the city and it's right up here. As you can see, it's another box one, so there's no need for her to scan or nothing. You just want to walk up and the box should automatically open up and just give you the explorer note. Pretty cool. The exact location is 49.4, 57.5, and on the map, as you can see, like I said, this is the middle of the map. This is the city, and it is right where the blue arrow is. So, let's move on. So, here we are at the next location. Yet again, it is another box. We are in the desert biome on the east side, I believe. Let's just pull up the map. As you can see, it's right at the very edge of the map in this kind of structure right here. So let's just walk up to it. It should just open automatically and give you it. Boom. There it is. On the map, it is right at the very, very edge. Coordinates are 80.5, 90.6. So, let's move on to the last one. So, here we are at the last location. Mortals, it is yet another box, but this is in the snow biome. I hope that Argent doesn't try and come get me, but there you have it. It's right on the very edge of the snow biome. Yet again, under a fallen structure, so it should make it a bit easier to find. The coordinates are 13.9, 83.5, and yet again, just walk up, it'll slide open and give you it. Also, if you did notice on the screen right there, it also said that we unlocked the Exo gloves as well, because we got all 5 explorer notes. So if we actually look in our inventory at the moment, we have the boots, we have the chest piece, we have the gloves, and we have the leggings. That's 4 maps. All we need to do now is go to Genesis Part 1 and get the 5 explorer notes from that map, and we'll have the full set of the Federation Exo skin, which is very, very nice, but we'll also get the Shadowmane Chibi pet as well. So let's just move on to Genesis and the last 5 explorer notes. So here we are at Genesis Part 1. First location we are the first location is where we are at, and I've had to kill a bunch of things already because they just immediately started attacking me. But on Genesis, you will notice that you do have a Helena already equipped. This is the actual one, it's not the skin. But I do recommend putting this skin into your offhand anyway, just like I have done there. Yet again, if you haven't got one of these in your inventory, you will have to die and respawn. But once you have it in, you can just run around, and eventually she will start picking up on what needs to be scanned. Here you have it. She is scanning right now, as you can tell. So it wasn't really far away from where we spawned in. It was just over there. So I'm going to give you the coordinates of exactly where I am standing right now. So it is 50.2, 28.4, and I'm getting attacked again. And the location is here. Hard to see. Let's try and get some light. So we are in that biome. Over here getting attacked by some really cool looking raptors, which I'm ashamed they have to die. But it was right here. Right here on the map. Already gave you the coordinates, but let's move on to the next one. Here we are at the next location. She is already scanning, which is cool, but this one is out in the open on the ocean biome, which is very, very cool. The coordinates are 33.1, 47.2, and here we are exactly in the ocean biome. Let's try and get a head's eye view to show you exactly where we are. But that is the exact coordinates. Yet again, all the TP coordinates will be down in the description below. So if you do have access to the console commands, you can just use them to teleport to where you need to go. But if you don't have access, this is what the coordinates and the map location is for. But let's move on. So here we are at the next location, mortals. This one's very spooky. But as you can see on the map, there we are in the bog biome. And boom, she is automatically scanning just like she should. The coordinates are 67.5, 86.1, and that is exactly where we are on the location. It is on the right hand side, at the very edge of the map. Yet again, there could be some stuff that could attack you here, but all I was met with is a famine. But let's move on to the next one. So here we are at the next location, mortals. Yet again, she is automatically scanning, which is very, very nice. But we are in the lava biome or the magma biome, whatever you want to call it. There are some dangerous things around here, so be very, very careful. But the coordinates are 46.4, 86.7. And as you can see, that is where we are on the map. We're actually in the very, very corner right here. It's right next to this big silver structure right here. But mortals, let's move on to the last explorer note. So here we are at the last location, mortals. We're in the snow biome right now. The coordinates are 69.1, 21.1, and as you see, there we are on the map, out in the open on a frozen lake, next to this thing. It's like a fishing mission, so pretty easy to find. But if we check our inventory, we now have the full set of the Federation Exo skin. Pretty cool. So here we are with the Chibi Shadowmain. So once you do have all the explorer notes for the Federation Exo skin over all 5 maps, there's 5 on each map, so you do have to get them all. If this does not appear in your inventory straight away, you can get it. Don't worry, you haven't failed it. First thing you want to do, if you want to stick on the same map that you already are at, so if you end on Genesis, if you want to stay on that map, you're going to have to kill yourself and respawn. But if you want to switch maps anyway, if you just exit to the main menu and then load up the map that you want to play on, it should automatically just be in your inventory. As you can see, we're actually back on the island right here, and it just appeared in my inventory. But yet again, if it doesn't appear, you just want to die and respawn, and it should appear in your inventory. But mortals, I hoped you liked this little guide walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. I hope it does help you out. I hope it saves you a lot of time and effort, and yeah, you can now get your hands on one of these guys right here. So if you do put this away into like a storage container of any kind and you die and respawn, you can get another one. That is a way that you can duplicate these, but this is the only way to get your hands on this. So mortals, hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.